What's up, YouTube? Dat Boy Dirty coming at you guys again today with another addition to our tight offset tight end mini scheme. This time we're going to be in another concept play, so it doesn't really matter what play you choose to run. This is a red zone concept or a goal line. I'm going to come out and spot. I'll explain why in a second, but this is mainly to play against zone. Very simple concept. If you've played Madden for a while, you know what I'm talking about. It's a zone flood concept. What I'm going to be doing is taking my B route, putting him on a flat route, streaking my tight end, which is A, and then putting my running back on a wheel. So if you notice, we have 3 levels this time, sort of horizontally. The flat route's going to take away any of the cloud flats or curl flats. The A streak route's going to take away anything like yellows or deep blues. And then the running back sort of creeps in at the last second and finds the little pocket in the zone, the opening where we are attacking. So I love to run this in short yardage situations, aka goal line or red zone is what we call them. But this is a zone beating concept. Now the reason I chose spot was because on the left side of the field are our man beating routes. We have a great corner route in the red zone with Y, and then we have our favorite zig route. If they're in man, I immediately look to that side of the field. If they are in zone, I'm going to look to the right. So hopefully they're in zone. Boom. It's a tight window. So if there's a user there, I probably wouldn't recommend throwing it, but that is what it's supposed to look like. Our tight end takes away these zone routes up here. Technically, I should have thrown this, but I was trying to make a point. This is technically a touchdown. But notice how this guy, who's on the light blue flat, is occupied by that flat route. And you have our little pocket that opens up right here. And that is what we're trying to throw it right here. Now, in years past, if you want to low ball that, you can. So that's holding left trigger or L2 on PlayStation while you throw it. And it'll throw it lower, so it's harder to intercept. But you don't have to do that. Boom, that's what it should. That's a perfect rep. So that's what it should look like. So we have our flat concept taking away the outside zone. We have our tight end taking away our hook right here. And then our running back just sort of creeps in there. And we have all this room to throw it. So it's a great red zone concept, guys. Like I said, versus man or zone. So I'll see maybe if they go zone here. Now, something I will say, guys, there's a few plays in tight offset tight end where there are running back wheel routes. However, for some reason, those wheel routes get a little bit more outside of the hash marks that I'd like. So that's why I'm not running a play like halfback wheel or mesh spot or anything like that. The wheel route that is in the hot routes menu is at the perfect angle. So if I look at it here, let's see, they seem to be in man. Terrible throw by me, but I'm pretty sure X and Y were open here. So our zig route was wide open, but for some reason I forced this route. Technically, even though he's open, it's just a bad throw on Jordan Love. So let's try that again. Boom. And I don't know if you guys could see it. I'll just show it in replay. Same concept. Worked perfectly. Alright, we have all the zones being occupied. Now see, if we were running halfback wheel or a stock wheel route, this wheel route would have probably not gotten, it would have been a little bit too far outside. This one fits perfectly in there, and if I had time, I would have thrown that right there. And like I said, guys, left side of the field works for his man, but it also works for his zone, high-low read. These zig routes are so nice because they just sort of sit right here. It's almost like a small hitch route, and they cut outside, so I could have thrown that right here. That would have been perfect. But I want to just get it one more time before the end of the video. This time, man, whip route or zig route works perfectly. Looks just like this. Once again, another man. Boom. So that Y route works for I want to show it one more time against zone, but like I said, guys, it works for us both. I just clicked the wrong route on accident. Let's try it one more time. So we got boom. So boom. That's a bad throw, but you guys can see what it looks like. So that's going to be our red zone adjustment out of this scheme. So it should be open. Boom. And that's what it should look like, guys. Have fun with that in the red zone.